Hi, it's me. I'm gonna go live, give my thoughts on the top four films that I've seen this summer. I'm limiting myself to four films. She's down there. Yep. Lola, honey, this is one where you're not actually going to be involved. I really do want to talk about this seriously.
Yeah, I need to it.
So this could be my chance to look at what I consider the four best films that I saw this summer. I'm limiting myself to four films this summer because I didn't get to go enough, frankly. Quick list of the films that I didn't see but might have impacted this list. I haven't seen John Wick yet. I haven't seen Dark Phoenix yet, the only X-Men film I've never seen in theaters. Both of those are on hold at the library. I'm going to probably do reviews of those when I get the chance. By the skin of my teeth, I saw one animated film this summer, and I will get to it. It's on the list. I mean, there's just a lot of stuff I didn't see. I barely got to see Detective Pikachu, and that's only because this is really where we need to enjoy the window shrinking. I actually got it from the library in time to technically count it as a summer movie. Which is crazy to me. It used to be like, months would pass between movies being released and hitting video. And now, no. Technically speaking, Detective Pikachu, I could count it as a summer movie. And I'm not going to because it just falls short. It's a very good film. There's a podcast coming on it in a couple weeks. Consider that my honorary number 5. As I said, there's a lot of stuff this summer I just didn't get to. Also, honorable mention, Batman Hush. I know a lot of y'all really hated it. I'm the minority on this one. But Batman Hush, I want to make sure to get a note in. I really enjoyed it. I'll grant you it's not Jeff Loeb's work, but it is enough for me. So Batman Hush, I really enjoyed. Just checking on Lola. She's playing. Hi, Lola. She's being spoiled. Oh, come here, Tutor. Here, come here. You want to sit and help me? Lola. Sweet baby. Hi. She hurt her knee last week, and so she bumped it just now, sweetie. With that said, those are the ones that I want to get out of there as my honorable mentions. As I said, I didn't go that often this summer. It's kind of amazing that really, I don't know, I could probably make the argument this might be everything I saw this summer. That's sad. I have a 3-year-old kid. I don't get to go as much as I'd like to. So, with that in mind, the 4 films that I'm going to talk about today, I think would have made my list under any circumstances. They're that good. These would have been my top 4 no matter what. So let's get to it. Adjust the video. I'm sorry, I'm still trying to figure this out, y'all. So with that in mind, let's get to it. And number 4 is probably going to surprise people, because number 4 is Avengers Endgame. And I think maybe people are surprised that it's down here. And that's really only because it's the second half of Infinity War. I don't consider it all that standalone. It's very good. It's very good. I bought it, so that's how I feel about it. I bought it. I laid down the $20 for it, so I definitely love it. Do you want to sit up here and be part of it? Mm-hmm. She really scraped her knee so bad, and she's so sensitive about it. Anyway, what I want to say about Endgame is why I find it so immensely satisfying as a coda to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It is the grand climax. It is everything is sealed up, and it's not everything is sealed up for everybody. Thor's getting a new movie after all. But it is a grand climax to that age. It's the end for Iron Man. It's the end for Captain America. It could have been the end for the Guardians of the Galaxy. It's fascinating. It is a real closing of the book, and I really enjoy it. I really enjoy it. I think Robert Downey Jr. is fantastic in it. I think Chris Evans is great in it. As I said, it's only not ranking higher because it is the second half, but it's very good. So yeah, Avengers Endgame is at number 4. And let's stick with Marvel Cinematic Universe because number 3 is Spider-Man: Far From Home. Yes, I'm putting Far From Home above Endgame. Why? Well, it's my list. Really, the short answer is I'm a Mysterio fan. I'm a huge Mysterio fan. I really, really, really love Mysterio. And so, Lola's got her Twilight Sparkle up my side. Hey, Lola, do you want to wave your Twilight Sparkle in front of the camera?
Every time I feel like you had to do.
Yep, there's her unicorn. Lola being a dad.
Hi.
You can hear her in the background. Yeah, Far From Home is getting my number 3 slot. I just enjoyed these characters. That to me is what probably puts it at number 3. Is I just like these people. I like Peter Parker. I like Ned. I love everything about MJ. I have nothing but the highest praise for the cast in this movie. Jake Gyllenhaal was wonderful as a villain who was just like, no, there's no ambiguity about me. There's no, I have better morals or something. No, he's just a bad guy, and I enjoyed that. So I love Gyllenhaal in it. Well, turn. You may have seen Lola going back that way. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I hate this. The light is so bright. Lola, honey, come over here. I liked it. I liked it. I liked it a lot. I just had fun with it. It has the best post-credits scene of any movie this year, by far. And that really says something because Shazam, which was released in April and probably would have ranked number 2 or maybe even number 1 on this list if I was including it, had a really great one. But this one has the best. I guess it's still technically a spoiler, so I won't say. I love Far From Home. But number 2 and number 1, well, let's get to those because now we're getting away from superheroes technically. Because number 2 is still a superhero in my book, the King himself. Number 2 is going to go to Godzilla, King of the Monsters. I love that this movie is kind of divisive, and by kind of divisive, I mean the people that I know who I really trust really ate it up. A couple of friends aside. And I respect their opinions. I get why. I'm actually glad it's divisive because it's a kaiju movie. And kaiju movies need to be divisive. They need to not be mass audience movies. They need to kind of put you at a distance. Godzilla King of the Monsters felt the most like a true kaiju movie that we had yet from America. It has the attitudes of one. It is very much it's a satire. Some people have noted that the ending is kind of ridiculous, and it is. It's supposed to be. It's a goofy film. But it is a movie that is fundamentally about the idea that mankind is screwing with nature, indisputable, and this is not a good thing. And it's the idea of how weak we are. There's the fantastic essay I shared earlier this week about how it's a religious film, and I agree with that. I have not stopped thinking about this movie since I saw it, and that's probably the best review I can give for it. It's a heavy, thought-provoking movie. It's powerful. The monster fights are incredible. Some of the most stunning visuals I've seen for these. I can't say enough good about Bear McCreary's score. By the way, speaking of McCreary, that's another one that if I'd seen it might have made the list is Child's Play. I'm hearing such good about that. That's one that If I'd seen it, we might have had this one on the list. I don't know. Godzilla really just hit me. I'm a huge Godzilla fan, and this was Godzilla to me. So yeah, Godzilla definitely number 2. But number 1, well, before I get to number 1, one more honorable mention because it was a TV show. But I got to give some love to Stranger Things 3. I've got to. It's not the best sequel of the year because that's going to go to my number 1 slot. But it's real close. This show hasn't missed for me yet. The only time that it really whiffed for me was season 1's finale was kind of unsatisfying. And that's not even the case anymore now that I go back to it. It was unsatisfying because it left things open, and then it picked up every single thing that it left open. So, yeah. So Stranger Things 3, of course, has to be noted. I could do an essay on how much I love Steve Harrington. That's something I might do at some point. How he is such a model of great character development. But we got to get to number 1. It is a sequel. It is an animated movie. And so y'all probably have figured out that, yes, Toy Story 4 is getting my number 1 spot. Do y'all know how happy it makes me to say that? That the 4th Toy Story movie was the best thing I saw all summer. It really makes me happy. It broke me. The thought that I might watch a Toy Story movie and be like, it's okay. It's like, I didn't think it was going to be bad, but I thought I might find it okay. I thought this might be the time they missed the boat. And instead they give us the second best film in the franchise. I love saying that. For my money, this is number 2 to number 2. And it's close. It's real close. Of course, when you're my generation, I'm looking over at Lola, checking on her. Honey, what you doing? Oh, she's playing with her hair. Oh, Lola, those are mommy's glasses. Have to. In the background. Hey, I'm just doing my job, okay? So Toy Story 4. As I said, I think it's the 4th best film in the franchise, or the 2nd best film in the franchise. And what I think makes it such, why do I think they've never had a bad film in this series? Actually, that's not even the correct way of putting it. Why do I think they've never had a not great film in this series? Because all 4 of these movies are 10 out of 10s. Man, that's miraculous. Over 24 years to have 4 movies, and I wouldn't rank a single one of them. The worst I would give the animated specials is an 8 out of 10. Both of those are 8 out of 10s. And that's still really high. The shorts were wonderful. The quality control in this franchise, only the comic books have been lesser. Comic books haven't been very good, frankly. But man, the quality control in this, and I think it's because Pixar inherently knows they cannot go out with anything less than a great movie with this brand. They must test these internally to a T. They must go over the scripts period for period. They work so hard on these, and they land so hard on this one. Again, I could go on and on about nostalgia. I could go on and on about what this series means to me as someone of my generation. But y'all already know that. I'm 35 years old. Of course, the Toy Story movies are important to me. What I love the most about this movie is that it's a commentary on grief that we don't often see, which is the commentary that it's okay to move on. It's okay, not even just grief, everything in life, every situation in life that we come to where, okay, we've done everything, but we don't have to be finished. We don't have to be set in our role. Too often in entertainment, there's this idea that, oh, you find what you're meant to do and then you do it for the rest of your life. And that's the message of this film, is that it's okay to decide to not be who you were. It's okay to move on. It's okay to evolve. It's okay to grow. And that's a really tricky message. That is a message that I'm surprised they went with. I'm surprised they had the guts to go there. This is an adult film, frankly. It's a G-rated movie, but it's an adult film. Because again, that's not an idea that. No, not what your Twilight Sparkle doing. No, I'm really sorry about your knee, Lola. I mean, it's that idea that because there is something inherently capitalistic about the idea that you find your role, your cog in the machinery, and then you play it. And this movie is all about discovering that that's not the case, that that's not how it works. I got to give a lot of credit to Tom Hanks here. I mean, it's weird because I think Hanks is such a great actor that we almost forget what a truly great actor he is. Hanks gets the comparison to Jimmy Stewart a lot, and that's the best comparison I can think of. Because it's the same thing where, we know how great they are, but we kind of dodge how great they are. We kind of forget it. Yeah, Hanks is really incredible in this part. He's really incredible. He gets to take Woody to a very different place in the story. I also want to say how happy I was that Annie Potts came back as Bo Peep and really got room to work. It was a joy to have her back. Of course, Key and Peele are great in it. I think the film's underrated star, the one who's not getting a lot of attention, is Christina Hendricks, who has this really weird thing in her career where I swear the woman has done so much great work, and we don't really ever give her credit for it. I wonder how many people even really know that much about her work. She is so much known for her image, and yet she's this incredible actress. I've seen a little bit of Good Girls, and she's incredible on that. She was great on Firefly. I hate Mad Men, so I'm going to have to give a pass on that. I really hate Mad Men so much. But she's really incredible here, playing a character who is, for lack of a better word, an organ harvester. Yeah, how horrifying is that? She's an organ harvester. It's a G-rated movie, I want to stress. And yet she makes her a sympathetic organ harvester. It would have been so easy to do this as, it's a creepy doll. And instead she does it as this very sweet, sympathetic, but not too much. The calibration in her voice work is incredible. I want to note she did Lois Lane in the animated version of All-Star Superman, which I think it's a bad rap because it's not quite the comic. It's a really good movie. I highly recommend it. And she was good there too. She's a really good voice actress. She's really good here. The animation is typical Pixar, so it's gorgeous. I loved this movie. And I love that here we are. And again, I hope this is it. I hope this is the last one. If they do make another one, of course, I'm going to watch it. But yeah. So, yeah. Endgame, Toy Story 4 Endgame at number 4, Far From Home, Godzilla King of the Monsters, and Toy Story. Those 4 movies. You can't go wrong with any one of those. Those are really great. I did enjoy Detective Pikachu. As I said, it just misses the list. It just misses the list. Maybe if I'd seen it theatrically, it might have made the list. And I will get my thoughts on John Wick when I see it. I will get that. But yeah. So till next time, y'all.